welcome to your reading. This is a timeless reading. It is April 2022 for the relevance of the time and date stamp. Monday, I believe, after Easter, April 2022. So, Queen of the Moon Oracle. We're going to do your 7 directions reading based on the 4 great powers within. And we'll start with a moon energy reading, because the moon affects us as earthlings, as water beings made of a lot of water. It affects our moods, and we're going to use its cycles, to manifest. Seemed a little fuzzy. Just clean the camera. To manifest our goals, our desires, our desired outcomes. So, for the collective of Taurus, let's find out what your message is. So we ask for guidance from the divine, protection, clarity, and shields from interferences within and without. What is the overall energy that the collective of Taurus is co-creating with the moon? What is the overall energy of this reading? Okay, discernment, wisdom, and resilience. All right, we'll take one card off the top for a reveal at the end. Bottom of the deck, beauty. Interesting. Of course, I always say that. Interesting. All right, so we have discernment. The choices that you've made that have led you to where you are right now. You know, the quote-unquote good choices, the quote-unquote bad choices. You know, it's all about teaching you how to see, how to sense, how to use your gut, how to use your, the messages and the cues that you're receiving from the divine, the signs, how to trust your intuition, and when, how to follow your heart, how to use all of these to discern. So whatever, you've gone through, good or bad, it's all been a journey of discernment. So we're learning to discern something, and you have wisdom here. I feel like there's this wisdom that wisdom is knowledge and experience, the things you've learned, the things you've experienced, putting them together and applying them to how you navigate and steer through your life. And resilience reminds me of the 10 of Wands energy always in this. When I see this, I have another tarot deck. I have several tarot decks, but one of the tarot decks, the imagery of the 10 of Wands is exactly this. Something heavy, a lot of weight, a lot of burdens, a lot of obstacles, a lot of things weighing you down. But you didn't let it stop you. You're strong, Taurus. You know the animal that represents you, the bull, the strength, that strong earth energy, and you just kept moving forward. And I think that this has come up for you before about your strength and resilience just being something that is a beacon to others. Let's just do, for shats and giggles, let's just throw out a tarot just to give us an idea of the connection between all 3 of these cards, the message. And with beauty being on the bottom, it's like maybe you're just really starting to see your strength and your resilience and everything that you've learned, it's coming in together into something else. And you're beginning to see the beauty of how everything is starting to make sense, or how your experience, it kind of reminds me of the movie Signs from M. Night Shyamalan, and how you know, these things that they had been doing the entire time ended up playing a huge role in things that they thought they were just doing day to day, these strange random things, and come to find out it was all for a reason. But this is what I'm kind of sensing. Okay. And we have the Scorpio card. It's time for your transformation. This is the card of Scorpio. This is the card of something that has ended, something that needed to end. It's kind of marking the ending of something old and the beginning of something new. And sometimes even saying those that kind of mantra or affirmation that something is ending, and maybe even doing some kind of physical gesture to show something ending, and then getting ready for something new. And it's interesting because when I was shuffling the cards for you, getting ready for your reading, the hanged man came out, and so did a lot of fire energy, like light coming in and something, you know, firing you up, lighting you up. It's just there's something new beginning, and it's time for you to transform. It looks like it's time, Taurus, especially with the current moon cycle, for you to put together everything that you've learned from the choices that you have made, and you know where they led you and how those choices made you feel, because that's your gauge for being your own inner beauty, your authentic self, which is what the beauty card is about. Accepting your authentic self, and also noticing the beauty that's all around you in the many different ways and forms, and seeing how, you know, the universe, you know, above, below is beautiful, and how it all comes together. Because where is it? Here we go. If you see the imagery, it's you know, there's all of these elements that make up this bigger picture, and it's kind of what I'm getting is that it's saying, you know, through your you know, the choices that you've made and where they've led you and what you've learned, you know, good and bad, quote unquote, the duality. You're with the things that you've learned, the things that you've experienced, and the path that you've walked, the journey that you've taken. And it hasn't been easy. And sometimes birthing into your authentic, beautiful self is can be painful. It's not as, you know, I always find those memes funny if you get a chance to look them up. Those memes that you know, talk about what awakening is like, and what people think it's like or imagine it's like, and what it's actually like. But there's something coming together like this. All of this is going to be, I feel like, transmuted into wisdom, into strength and resilience. These skills, discernment, wisdom, and resilience, learning how to, you know, get back in there. Keep moving forward, knowing, you know, how do you apply your wisdom and your knowledge and your experience into making choices, and trusting yourself, knowing that, you know, you're taking all the cues, you know, the cues you're getting from the universe, the cues you're getting from within yourself, the knowledge and wisdom, the path that you've already walked. So I really feel that there's something coming into with the Death card here. Bringing all three of these cards together, there's really something that is going to be the end product, the end sum of all of this. This is almost like an equation that's going to end up being, this is the answer. This transformation into somebody with amazing discernment, wisdom, and resilience. All right, let's get into this reading. So we'll use the Native Heart Healing Oracle, a deck I'm extremely fond of. A lot of moon energy, sun energy, elemental energy, chakras. It's based off Lakota tribal wisdom, and The 7 directions is north, south, east, west, above, below, and within or center. And it's about learning something from all these directions. So we basically have mind, body, and soul, with above, below, and within. So you may, as I read the directions, you may stand and face those directions if you would like to energize your reading even more, participate and add more magic and energy to your reading, or you can just listen. So to the east, the house of light. May wisdom dawn in us so we may see all things in clarity. And that's the house of illumination, guidance, kinship, feeling connected to, other. We have north, the house of night. May wisdom ripen in us so we may know all from within. And north is about your wisdom, your choices, your mental focus, your mental energy. To the west, the house of transformation, may wisdom be transformed into right action so we may do what must be done. And the house of the west is about your physical, that would totally be your natural direction west, house physical, earth sign. The action you need to take, introspection, your actual physical body, that energy. And last, for the 4 directions, which we will begin with, the house of the eternal sun, south. May right action reap the harvest so we may enjoy the fruits of planetary being. And that's your innocence, your emotions, your compassion, your empathy, basically your heart energy. So we will put a card in each direction. And we will start with the east, which is true east from where I'm sitting. And then the north, west, and south. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And we have this energy, Taurus. Yep, absolutely. Wow. Okay, so this is the eagle medicine. This is medicine of the highest majestic order, is how it's described in the literature that comes with this deck. This is eagle medicine. This is about an advancement, a breakthrough. The sky is the limit, soaring to greater thought. Like, this is basically, it's time to soar to greater heights. This is very, very powerful, very positive, and it has to be a breakthrough and advancement. Totally in line with the death card, a transformation, something, applying all of the knowledge that you have learned. Yeah. Wow. Interesting, because the 3rd eye chakra is here. Very, very interesting. Because this card came out when I was shuffling in the beginning. This is about an awakening. Oh, my apologies. That's my alarm. Okay. Apologies, Taurus. All right, Taurians, look. There's definitely something you are... Yeah. This transformation, this is definitely a spiritual transformation. Again, very powerful, and has to do with you seeing that you can soar to greater heights. That there's another level. It's not just about the things that we've done wrong and the chases. Not using our discernment properly and having to learn those lessons. Sometimes we get stuck in that realm, or this is how things are and this is how things will always be. No, you're getting ready to fly. Sacral chakra, fire under that, soul star chakra. Wow. So I don't even know where to start. It's interesting because we were talking about the west, the house of transformation, which is may wisdom be transformed into right action so we may do what must be done. And the right action here is for you to start you know, there's an awakening happening. And I feel that there's this energy of beginning to trust and allow, you know, the higher messages to guide you. But I want to do something really quick, because this is, well, you know, the chakras, when I do the 7 directions, if a chakra comes out, or even when I do the 4 directions readings, you know, let's talk about this chakra. Let's talk about how this may be affecting you. You'll know how this resonates with you, as in harmony, out of harmony, somewhat in harmony. The third eye chakra, the 6th chakra, the third eye chakra is associated with our 6th sense. It is the center of our wisdom, spiritual insight, and intuition. And remember, we have wisdom right here in the middle. Yeah, there's something going on with your gifts, your discernment, your wisdom, your resilience. You know, there may be a transformation. Just be strong and resilient there may be a transformation you're going through, and it's okay. You're going to get through it. When the third eye chakra is out of harmony, we focus only on our intellect and reject all spiritual aspects of ourselves we do not trust nor are aware of our intuition. Are only able to see the physical reality in life and carry a lot of fear in regard to our inner wisdom. See, here we go with inner wisdom again, and discernment, which is another form of inner wisdom. And this is what I saw. Carry a lot of fear, are only able to see the physical reality in life and not beyond it. So there's something that's awakening in you. There's an eye opening that's going to show you more than just the physical reality to life. There's a spiritual connection that's beginning to open within you, Taurus. We invite the third eye chakra. When the third eye chakra is in harmony, we invite our intuition and awareness into everyday aspects of life. We trust our inner vision and act upon what our intuition tells us, which makes it stronger. We have a deep knowing beyond what we can physically see. These 2 cards have a lot of similar energy. And I don't think I really need to use a lot of words. It's just there in the imagery. We have a deep knowing beyond what we can physically see, and are even in touch with our clairvoyance, the gift of taking in intuitive information through sight and vision. Other names: 6th chakra, brow chakra, forehead chakra, location between the eyebrows. Color is indigo. Some of you might be attracted to the colors blues and purples and dark blue, purples, midnight blues. That kind of energy. The element here is light. The affirmation: I see. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I've just heard, so you're beginning to see with a different eye. Glands, pineal. Physical body parts. Brain, nervous system, eyes, ears, nose. Life lesson: to use insight and intuition to see past the physical. Yeah, exactly. To see past the physical. Yep. Gifts. Physical dysfunction: brain tumor, hemorrhage, stroke, neurological disturbances, blindness, deafness, full spinal difficulties, learning disabilities, seizures, headaches, blurred vision. Mental, emotional issues: self-evaluation, truth, intellectual abilities, feelings of adequacy, openness to the ideas of others, ability to learn from experience, and emotional intelligence. Actually, I'm sorry. This is actually, oh no, that is West. Okay, my bad. I was right. I thought I was in the wrong direction. This is West. Physical dysfunction, we read. Mental, emotional issues. Possible causes of energy blocks, a lack of trust in one's intuition. So that's what's happening. As we said before, this is ending. You're opening to a new part of yourself, a new understanding of your gifts and abilities, your ability to sense your environment, and discernment. And I'm pretty sure that looks like there's a moon over her third eye. Crystals: lapis lazuli, amethyst, fluorite, lepidolite, sugilite, tanzanite, clear quartz, star sapphire, and kyanite. And we have some lapis lazuli here, so we will send that energy out for you there. Essential oils: lavender, frankincense, and sandalwood. So you're learning how to trust. It's come up already twice in your reading, learning how to see past physical reality. Learning how to see past just like, earth energy and just the day-to-day that there's an awareness opening outside of physical reality for you. And what's really interesting is on the balancing side, east, which is the house of light, the house of illumination, spiritual guidance, kinship, we have the silver wolf. And it's exactly what they were talking about in the third eye chakra. The silver wolf, notice the moon energy as well. With the crescent, the silver wolf is about trusting your instincts. Very much kind of reminds me of the Fool card. It's about, just trusting your instincts as you journey through life. Trusting your wisdom, trusting your intuition, your discernment, your spiritual guidance. What are the other energies of the Silver Wolf card? This is totally about the quote-unquote divine feminine energy that I also call it's Jedi energy. It's trusting your feelings and your emotions and your intuition. Heart-mind connection. Instinct, a steadying influence. So trusting your instinct, and then you have this energy of something awakening. You're beginning to see beyond your physical reality. And it was talking about the third eye chakra is light. And we have the divine masculine here in the south, the house of the eternal sun. You got this energy, and it's like a heart-mind connection. That's exactly what this is. This is two opposites coming into equilibrium, if you can see in the sacred geometry. And what that's creating when that energy, and this is a card of a rite of passage coming into adulthood. Divine masculine energy could also be an ancestor, possibly a water sign, since it's in the house of the south. But this is divine masculine energy. This is a rite of passage. This is a journey. I want to get the tarot cards out now. So we'll use the Light Seers Tarot, which I love to use with this deck because they have similar colors, and they use these like mandala-like energy in the tarot deck as well. So they coincide really nice with this deck. But what we're gonna do, yep. Wow, unbelievable. Yep. Five of Swords. It's interesting, this energy came out bottom of the deck. Whatever. I feel like this has a lot to do with trusting yourself and navigating through the world. This Five of Swords energy. This is kind of the energy of confusion, frustration, bad feelings, negative feelings, fighting. Just look, his head hurts. Like he just something weighing heavy on your mind, you know, maybe whatever this is. Maybe you've made some choices that have not been so wise and now you're in a situation that you have to get through. But you are about to soar to great heights. Remember, eagle medicine. There's these birds. Swords represent mental energy, thoughts, what you're focusing on, what you're thinking about, choices that you're making. So yeah, 7 of Wands. Look at this. Something is awakening inside of you. And look, all the colors, different colors, green, yellow, orange, blue, purple, all the chakra colors. This is a card of standing your ground, sitting in your power. Not, you know, you're in a place where you're protected. You can't be, you have the higher ground. You have the upper hand. You know, she's protected, you know, she's protected by being grounded and centered in her power, her solar plexus, that fire energy, and being heart centered and not focusing. Like, this is almost the opposite of this, you know, being very, you know, cautious about what she lets in and out. But she's here with the 7 of Wands. Like, I feel like this is a tool for you to stay in your power and keep your peace and not let people push you around or move you around with your good-natured heart, helping heart, Taurus. Like, this third eye chakra opening, this awareness of more is going to give you a certain resonance of being almost untouchable, almost, you know, because it's like she has this position of seeing. She's in a, you know, her staff is right there. You know, she's not even concerned about all this drama or what's going on over here. She's like seated in this comfortable pillow, just staying centered and grounded in her power and in her peace. And being very, I feel, cautious about what she's letting in and what she's letting out. This is powerful for you. This is going to give you a good footing in some situation. You have too, here, let's go over to the silver wolf and look what shows up. The card of Pisces, which is about trusting your intuition, letting go of fears and anxieties, as it was saying, and allowing your true emotions and things that are deep within your emotional water, your emotional body, that need to come to the light, to be transmuted, to be released, so that you can listen to your intuition. This is a card, Pisces. This is Neptune energy, and I don't know if Neptune is interacting with this full moon in Libra. And look, you have the 2 wolves. Your wild side, your domesticated side, your shadow, your illumination, however you want to look at it. But this is about just releasing, so that you can hear your intuition well, so you can hear not only yourself, your inner self, and your intuition, your inner guidance, so you can trust your intuition. So it's just really interesting. Major arcana too. So we have the Death card and we have Pisces, 2 major arcana, a transformation, learning how to really trust your intuition and release fears and anxieties that distort and disrupt and interfere with you building that strong relationship with your intuition. Very, very powerful that these 2 came out together. There is something coming, I feel, full circle. And this is when you have this awakening. So that's what we need to do. Okay. Heightened awareness, shattering illusions, and clarity. Very interesting, because that's what this is all about, getting that clarity. seeing beyond the physical, getting some kind of clarity about, wow, this is really a long time coming, something you needed to learn in order to have this awakening. Like inner tuition. And you got the card of inner tuition, the moon. Wow. Within this new world, your pure instinctual self is calling to be heard as the way shower of light. I mean, that's exactly what's here. That's what's calling. That's what needs to be released. Wow, Taurus. Wow. It ain't all been for nothing, Taurus. It ain't all been for nothing. That's all I'm saying. With this mandala, you are receiving indigo and silver rays and you got the silver wolf. Wow. A gateway to deeper insight or further opening you to your inner world and okay, with this mandala, you are receiving indigo and silver rays via the window of your mind. A gateway to deeper insight is further opening you to your inner world and the dimensions within the higher realms. The beautiful moon sits at the center of this chakra as a representation of the divine feminine overseeing this great blossoming earth. The open lotus flower within this card reflects your inner lotus flower. It is now open to receiving divine guidance. Follow your intuition. A gentle yet influential energy of the highest order reminds you of the power of insight. Allow this energy to be your guide. Be open to your innate abilities. Birth the gift of vision and thus become a seer of your life. This mandala indicates you have the ability to share your gift with others as a conduit for channeling. You are ready should you choose. I think that's why this is here. You're ready. You're in a good position. You're in a good place. When you want to make that move, you know, you're ready. You're ready for the battle, the fight. You're ready to go. The third eye chakra represents the divine garden within your mind's eye. It is full of flowers in bloom, indicating that you have not only surpassed the illusionary world, but you have chosen to be responsible for creating a new one. See, the death card, Scorpio. You can choose to see. Okay, start by accessing this inner garden and harvesting wisdom from the precious flowers that have grown out of experience and lessons learned. And that's it right there. That may be even the title of your reading. You can choose to see the world through the window of your mind's eye. This outlook is divinely connected with all that is, and it speaks directly to one's heart. And there's a meditation if you're interested. floweringmagi@gmail.com. Indigo ray, silver ray, crystalline white ray, higher consciousness, insight, perception, imagination, and dreams. Wow. So, with that divine masculine energy, this light that's coming in, this is a connection that's coming together. This is something that is, again, this is that transformation. This is that awakening. This is your heart and your mind, your spirit and the physical, you know, because you're beginning to see beyond the physical. You're beginning to awaken to a higher consciousness. The divine masculine, the sun energy, you know, the Father God figure, you know, this is, you know, a lot of strength. This is a lot of power. Let's see, 15. Let's just see what the other energies are. The balance of opposites swaying into equilibrium in a platonic relationship. And this is the solar plexus chakra, which we have with the 7 wands here. Fire, air, grandfather, Sonia. Lots of harmony, heart and mind as one. So yeah, this is your masculine and feminine energies coming in, your logic and your intuition, which is what this is, your logic and your intuition. You know, it can be your positive and negative. It can be your wild and domesticated side. Something, you know, listening to something within yourself that's coming into balance. That's gonna, you know, and we have the Knight of Wands here, that more fire energy, no less. How beautiful. And this is, remember when I said you were going to be lit up, you were going to be fired up, you were going to be illuminated? Look at the Knight of Wands. This is a change coming in. This is an action being taken. This is movement. The Knight of Wands is exciting, passionate, creative, you know, glowing, happy energy. I mean, look at her. She's playing, making her music, beating her drum. She's got the Four of Wands there, which is, you know, something good, something exciting that's coming in for you. But this is exactly, and this is the house of the South. This is your emotional energy, like something, you're being illuminated, fired up into this transformation. This is an exciting time for you, this rite of passage. For some of you, it's a rite of passage into fatherhood, but in general, this is, you know, a passage into adulthood, into leadership, into becoming an elder, someone of, you know, wisdom, and, you know, that people are starting to see this transformation, and they're going to, you know, they're going to be affected by your transformation. But to have the silver rays and the silver wolf here, you are definitely awakening something. And maybe even you'll see that this is kind of what has been missing, is your intuition, your relationship with the divine, these gifts that you have, these abilities to sense outside of your physical reality. This may be that the lost part, and now that you're receiving it, you know, discernment, wisdom, resilience, now you're transforming into spiritually into something new. And feeling lost and alone and unsure and unworthy, or, you know, being filled with doubt about your ability to make decisions. You know, the intuition, it's looking like the intuition is the missing link. And now that you get it, now that you're really getting it, and you're having experiences with your intuition, and you're communicating, and your intuition is becoming stronger, you know, it's transforming you. Life is, like I've said, and I'm seeing this come up as a theme again in the collective. You vibrate different. When you vibrate different, things fall away. Friends fall away. Family falls away. Jobs fall away. Everything falls sometimes. I'm not saying it will, but it changes, and it's okay. Allow it. You're different. Your energy's different. You're going to attract new things, and you're going to repel other things. Just like a magnet, you know, based off of your vibration and what you're transforming into, which is somebody who follows their intuition and acts from wisdom. Oh, that's my throat chakra, honey. Truth. Truth coming out. And, you know, it's a different world when you start trusting your intuition, especially when you can't explain things to people, but, you know, or when you start to experience the gifts of listening to your intuition and the strength that it gives you, and the joy and the power. I told you in the beginning, you had lots of fire energy coming up in your, when I was shuffling your cards, and here they are. And here we have even more, sweet friends. So you have, above this card, we have the divine, something coming into, you know, equilibrium, opposites coming into together to form a union, almost a divine union. And this is your power, like you're really coming into your power, your divine inheritance as a human being, the parts of our brain that we're not using. But you have Three of Wands with the Seven Sisters, and this is Pleiades energy. If any of you have a connection with Pleiades, the Seven Sisters, and this is a card of being assisted, of being, there's energies around you that are helping you to evolve, to heal your chakra energy system, to become you know, to return to homeostasis, which all of us, most of us on this planet need to return to homeostasis, trusting our intuition, you know, deciphering logically what our intuition, our third eye, our gut instinct, you know, what it's saying to us. The Seven Sisters is about, you know, evolution. It's about upgrades and assistance in that area. Where did I hear it? Apologies. Let's see. I just want to see. And this is in the north. This is where your focus should be, your decision. This is your wisdom, your house of wisdom and your house of choice. And you are definitely, this is preparation and rebalance, open-ended potential and rising above the past. Yep. See, you're rising above the past. We've got the moon energy, allowing things from the past, things that are being hidden within your emotional body that are keeping you from listening to your divine message and your intuition clearly. These things need to be released because these fears, doubts, anxieties, memories, things in your subconscious that are stopping you or that are interfering from you hearing clearly your intuition. And this is major arcana. You need your intuition. It is your strength. It is your power. It is your best friend. It will never lead you wrong. It will never tell you to do wrong. But when we don't have when we don't work with it, it's very weak. Its voice is weak. There's other voices inside our head that, you know, whether it be memories, people, behaviors that have been learned that sometimes talk louder or pretend we think our intuition and they send us off. And then we doubt our intuition. We don't believe our intuition. We curse our intuition. We're mad at our intuition. And then the intuition is like, okay, I'll just sit back here. I won't say anything. Hey, don't go over there and then you hear it. Sometimes it comes out loud and clear because it has to save your life. It has to scream at you. But when, you know, that's why this is a message I'm getting you to start really doing exercises. They're out there, you know, like to work with your intuition, because there is great power for you in that, and your, you know, preparation and rebalance. And it's interesting that there's preparation and rebalance, and you have right above, or actually below, because this is in the south house and this is in the north, but either way, offsetting each other, you have this something coming into balance. Heart and mind energy, emotions, intuitions, feelings, senses coming in with logic and wisdom, intelligence, discernment, all of these things. But you are being upgraded. This mantle of the Seven Sisters is calling your attention so that your higher intelligence may be guided towards the Pleiadian Council of Seven, who are wishing to communicate with you and remind you of your home amongst the stars. They have the following message for you. We, the Council of Seven, have been present in Earth's frequency field for some time, assisting your planet and all its beings on their journey back to love. We are ready and willing to enable you further and ask that you open your mind's eye. Stop it. Your third eye chakra. And your heart to our connection. So that's what this is about. This is the action that needs to be taken. And this is gonna just create a whole new life for you. Fire sign, fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. This fire energy is about just excitement, passion, creating something new, joy, adventure, positivity, happiness. I mean, Earth chakras are experiencing the same. Each one of the chakras in your body is opening, recalibrating, and vibrating at a higher frequency. Earth chakras are experiencing the same, and we wish to advise you that it is truly a magnificent time. Well, no wonder. So it seems as if Earth is going through a shift, Taurus, and since Earth is your mother, she is your ruling planet, Earth energy. She is your ruling energy, Earth energy. she may be going through a transformation, and you all are going through it with her. You're going through an evolution with the earth. So, you know, she's going through, we're all going to go through it. But just like with moon, you know, children, water signs, the moon affects us. We have a deeper connection. Well, this is your deeper connection as the earth goes through. You guys are probably, it's reflecting as above, so below, microcosm, macrocosm. Interesting. We, the Council of Seven, we, the Council of Seven, govern the 7 chakras to further assist your planet's inner and outer evolution. Are you seeing sevens? Be reminded that you are safe to feel and experience this connection within your human form as you are ready to upgrade each of your chakras for the next stage of your evolution. As you do so, you will become more accustomed to your light body and will lead a life full of inspiration. Now, I'm not even done reading it, but the clarifying card that came out was the 3 of Wands, more fire energy. Exciting times. When they said this is a magnificent time for you, Taurus, they're not, there's all this fire energy. This is excitement. Like I said, this is passion. This is get ready. This is a card reflecting as well preparation and rebalance. She's focused. Her vision is on the future, to opening to larger possibilities, open-ended potential, opening to new possibilities, opening to manifesting, you know, ships coming in that you never thought could come in. You know, and this is also, look at, she's got her surfboard. You know, she's ready to hit that water and meet whatever it is that's coming. You know, that she's waiting for, that she's seeing, you know, on the horizon. She's ready to go on that adventure. This is so beautiful. And then you have the 7 and the 3, which is a 10. A completion. This card guides you in opening to greater possibilities. That's exactly the energy of the 3. Wow. In the first instance, you will feel this in your connection with the stars. Gaze up and capture the beauty of the night sky to see how you feel. As a master healer, the 7 Sistars mandala will guide you to pay closer attention to your energy levels and where you may be out of balance or simply in need of an energetic alignment. The following meditation will assist you in integrating new energy and healing any ailments that may be presented. Rainbow Ray, the 7 main chakras, the 4 elements, evolution, integration, communication, the healer, and healing. Yeah, I'd definitely say it's evolution and integration for you, for sure. This is amazing. Wow, you are opening. Open your heart and open your mind as you go through this change with Mother Earth. All right, real quick, but not real quick, we've got to do above and below. Ego medicine. Yeah, you're about to rise. You're about to soar. Remember, this is on the bottom of your deck. Over whatever this current energy is. Yep. Underneath that was the 10 of Swords. Something really hard, some kind of, you know, something that's taken up a lot of space in your mind coming to an end, a really dark period. Look, and the light is returning, a new dawn, a new day being released. And who do we have? Your energy, the Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, male or female, this is about you really discovering who you are within, cultivating your strength and awareness of your energies and possibilities and what you can manifest and the peace and tranquility that you can bring to your life. Anywho, I don't want to get too deep off into that, but what I do want to do is do your above, below, within, the center. I love it. Okay, so some of you have a connection to Pleiades. Some of you are, I mean, we're all stars children. We've all but some of you, Pleiades, Pleiadian energy, there is definitely an ancestor or because we have the star child, but we'll get to that. Okay. Above we have self-love. And this is what the above is sending you. This card is a card of You know, for me, personally, this card is a card of realizing that you had love all around you. That's why there's the doves. Kind of reminds you of the Gemini card, you know, the 2 and then 1. There's like 3 here. When you realize that you've never been alone and that you've always had love, when you begin to take the steps to love yourself, to make choices that and setting boundaries, standing in your power, knowing your worth, not allowing others to push you around or poke holes in your bubble, your dreams, your beliefs, and bring you down to their level, get you out of your power and your heart space. When you realize that you've always had love, you've always been surrounded by love, you've always had this power and this gift, and that this journey that you walked, even though it was hard, it taught you what you needed to know about self-love. And self-love this is a card also of when you're in this energy, this is when you attract real love. This is when you attract a soulmate. This is when you attract someone who loves you. And this is about just putting yourself first, honoring yourself, and yeah, 10 of Pentacles. There you are. Wow, that's you, whole and complete, Taurus. The 10 of Pentacles, your energy. You know, when you self-love is the foundation to everything else. The self-love is the foundation to attracting all the other dreams. You know, 10 of Pentacles is having the abundance, the prosperity, the home, the friends, family, community, love, support. Like, this is the whole kit and caboodle, you know, the life, what we live for, the journey of what we manifest. See the tree of life up there. This is you whole. When you realize that, you know, self-love is the best love, is the love that attracts all other love, and the self-love is the tool from which, the foundation from which you build the rest of your life, for your happiness and your joy, on your own love for self first. Because when you love yourself, you can fill others' cups. You have something to give others when you love yourself. And that's what makes yourself whole and complete. Because even when you have all the friends, the family, the money, if you don't love yourself, you don't forgive yourself, you don't offer yourself compassion first, you don't see your authentic beauty, the beauty in your journey, the beauty in how you have transmuted the darkness into light, brought things into balance. You know, that's, again, self-love is where it all begins. Loving yourself enough to choose someone who loves you. Be true to you. Your needs are important, and cherish yourself. Yeah. And that's how you'll find your happiness and joy, Taurus, by loving and cherishing yourself. That's what's going to give you the whole feeling. That's what's going to give you that magic for life. And we have this new creation, this new beginning. This is what's happening below. Like I said, you are transforming. You are creating something new. Your energy is different. And this is the card of moving forward, embracing change. The wheel is turning. It's time to create something new. And again, you have this energy of something coming into balance. This is you understanding now, having kind of the missing link or the missing key, or a part that kind of fills in, balances out, or fills in the puzzle. And now, you know, there's a new energy created. It's time now to create something new from this aspect. Yeah, look, 4 of Swords. It's time to rest and heal and put the past and all the mistakes and all more sword energy, sword and wands for you. Mental energy, put something to rest. For some of you, may even, you know, the 4 of Swords can be a vacation. But this is healing and resting and leaving the past, letting go of the past, from the pain from the past, so that you can move forward, so it doesn't come with you forward into life, interfering with your present. Beautiful. And then last but not least, we got the star child, and this is the center. This is the galactic source. So above is the house of heaven, where the ancestors and star people gather. So there's love coming. I feel like from your higher self, from your spirit team, the divine team. They're supporting you in loving and cherishing and being true to yourself. So important. And you have the star child, which came out in the center. So below is house of earth. May the heartbeat of her crystal core bless us with the harmonies to end all war. And it's like almost like, it's interesting because the Four of Swords is that energy of knights coming home from war and laying down their burdens and horrors and the things that they saw, so that they can move forward and enjoy life. And there's this new adventure beginning. You have new beginnings. You have an awakening. You have something coming into balance. You have this energy. Star Child is about inborn abilities. It's about inborn talents. Your connection to the stars and beginning to kind of, and this is earth energy, which is so funny. The star child is earth energy. So this is so you coming into your energy as Mother Earth goes through this same change. Let go of your old way of thinking, because it's time for something new to come in, and it has to do with your intuition and your gifts and abilities, your third eye awakening within you. And it's interesting because we have this card and we also have the divine masculine, and we talked, for some of you in the collective, this is a message you are about to step into fatherhood. Because the star child card is also about mentoring a child or having a child in your life, giving birth to a child, being the parent of a very special child that you are to mentor, because they have a special purpose. They have special gifts or abilities. So for those of you who resonate with this, maybe even some of you are starting to discover that your child is gifted, which takes you on a whole new adventure, right? Which creates something whole new, maybe even may open you up to understanding the universe and seeing past the physical in a different way. And who came out? Yeah, look, remember when I said the Hanged Man was coming out? Beautiful. I got chills going up my legs. Oh, wow. It's been a minute since I've felt the chills. Okay, so now notice, first of all, the Hanged Man came out when I was shuffling your cards, getting them ready for the reading, like 3 times. And I always kind of like pay attention to those cards to get the overall energy of what's happening. And you had fire because something is about to be illuminated. Something is about to be created. Something is about to be shown. And it's about to create excitement and passion and energy to create something within you, Taurus. And we got the Hanged Man. And first notice the yellow and green similarities, right? So then this is a new perspective, and this is about stepping back and allowing yourself to see things in a different way, to allow the divine to communicate with you and illuminate, and being patient enough. Oh, interesting that higher consciousness is, because I was flipping through the fairy cards that were also on the table and higher consciousness came out. Parenting and children was also another card that flipped out when I was preparing. And vacation, which 4 of Swords is also an energy of taking a vacation, getting rest, physical rest, as well as just allowing something to heal and be put to rest. Back to this. This is you this illumination of you understanding and seeing from a new perspective, supported by the divine, your beauty, your uniqueness, or maybe your child's beauty and uniqueness. But this is about discovering that something that's been within you all this time, but you needed to change your perspective. You needed to see beyond physical reality. You needed to experience this and walk this path in order to get this illumination, this awakening. But this is definitely saying that there's going to be some kind of illumination, some kind of message or understanding that you're going to receive, and it's in connection with the divine. And then it'll be time, because once you get this illumination, it's time to act. It's time to do. This is kind of a meditative card, or stepping back and being patient and allowing the universe and the divine to work out these details. So the reveal card, yep. Sovereignty, the divine feminine, Queen of the Moon Oracle. This is you taking back control, male or female. This is about you taking not only back control of your realm and your power, but also your gifts, your abilities, your dreams, your energy field, your intuition, reestablishing that connection so that it gives you the power. There's a lot of power in your intuition for you, Taurus. And it's transformative and it's amazing. All right. We'll be in touch. Taurus, your readings always warm my heart. And if you know any Taurians, you understand why they warm your heart. Be gentle and be easy and be compassionate with yourself as you go through this change. And what a mighty change it is. Love it. Okay. All right, have you been attracted to green and yellow? And it's interesting, 12 and 3. The 12 becomes a 3. 1 and 2 becomes a 3, and you have 3. Very interesting. All right, Taurus, amazing reading. We'll speak soon.